Alright, so now Star Force is down to 73. He out of 80. He beneath he the Jackbox Party Packs latest edition and Hello Kitty Island Adventure, as in the now real game that Butters was playing instead of WoW. Oh, and on that's Overwatch on Switch 2 is for some reason still stuck in 30 frames per second as opposed to 60 they were promising, and even struggling to hit that. Live reaction, and they say Blizzard games don't have bugs. And now they've got that bit out of the way, let's talk about something that actually is worth it. And while not selling the big summers of any fighting game, it's doing respectable business, and it's definitely a welcome inclusion into the Switch 2. So let's talk about this console's version of Virtua Fighter 5 REVO World Stage, which not only sees the return of AM2 as developers, but also has the partnership of Ryoga Gotoku Studio, which, given how that both that and the Ryoga Gotoku games share a lot of similar DNA, in terms of combat and personality, they were the perfect ones for the job, to help bring Virtua Fighter back in the spotlight. So let's begin. They have footage where... Okay, so how should I put this? They have versions, I don't know why I said footage, where they have all sorts of niceties to help celebrate more than 30 years of the franchise's storied history. Hey, but I just got like the base version because I mainly wanted the game more than anything. And even that version definitely has all the characters right there. I don't know why the demo only had a few of them, not even including Akira, who is like the most recognized character, or being like this franchise's Ryu, Liu Kang, or Kazuya, so to speak. And he's in my rotation. My personal favorite is the Dang Ninja Kagemaru, who, but I also have managed to keep other ones rotations as Go Hinogami. And it helps that the game, this installment is easily one of the best in the franchise, so if anyone had to be like the litmus test to revive the franchise, I'm glad it was this one. I'm glad that Sega is leveraging more and more of their IP now, that they're using the success they had with Sonic, Yakuza, and Persona alongside Atlas to bring back some of their lesser known titles, at least in the public eye. I'm definitely one of those people that, as a fan of Sonic, of course, they'd be interested in as many Sega titles that can possibly he he get their hands on. I mean, personally, because I was prioritizing this after Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, so another one to scratch off a list there. Visually, they did a good job bringing the game over to the system. Clearly, the base Switch would have struggled a bit with it. I mean, didn't even get a cloud version like some other Meteor games did. But it definitely looks really smooth, especially in dot mode. On portable mode, the textures are not as smooth as they would be at home. But either way, it's very sharp, colorful, and it definitely runs consistent 60 frames per second. I especially hate like how the little details in each stage, like in Jackie's stage where there's graffiti that has very much like a Jet Set Radio vibe about it. I am cautiously optimistic about a revival. I keep hearing they're walking back the game's surface elements they were proposing initially. especially after the massive bombs of Concord and now Haigan have spooked a lot of people. Well, like, again, even and the bigger game service house have not been immune from all the duds in there. And if this does lead to like a full-on Virtua Fighter 6, I'm very much in favor of that. I mean, especially the with how the potential is to be like, even though it may seem simple on the surface, just having like three main inputs of punch, kick, and guard, don't be fooled. Hold. Even on low difficulty settings, your abilities will have to be tested. And let's just say that the Dural is a nice little bonus, and also the source of many in jokes. Apparently, at one point, that was going to be a code name and for the Dreamcast or the supposed Neptune, like the all-in-one on version of the 32X. I mean, my personal concept with that, especially if I combined it with the 60D, he would be to call it for one of Neptune's moons, Triton, for example. The game is also available on PC via Steam, and on PS5. I'll have to check, but also maybe will be on Xbox Series as well. And it's definitely one that whether or not you've played the previous installments like I have, or this is your first exposure franchise, that's definitely well worth your time and your money. Heck, it's even made recurring appearances in the Like a Dragon games and some of the arcades. So this is also one that makes the most sense to build upon and port to other systems. I definitely think this will be a good template to build upon on if and when we do finally get Virtua Fighter 6. I mean, given how many other gaming franchises, better or worse, are finally making a reappearance after a long period of dormancy. I mean, say what you will, hell, about Star Fox inclusion Mario Galaxy, and a lot of people certainly have, it definitely has generated interest in the character and more games being put out. I mean, whether it's putting some of the more on the legacy titles on the online classics library or entirely new ones, I welcome it. Okay, so bottom line, Virtua Fighter 5 REVO World Stage is a fantastic update to an already great fighting game. And with the Switch 2 version now being out, I can take it with me anywhere I so please. I even have managed to actually down make it so I don't have to do the handshake unless I'm actually playing online matches. So that means I can play the arcade version on personal preference and hence as any time I want. I mean, anytime I'm not doing something in a few minutes, just whip that out right there, just like I would back in the day. Hey, I'd also maintain that even when state-of-the-art graphics now be part of their time, I'm so much so that the 6 trophy in Smash Ultimates was fittingly with that low poly model. Well, the gameplay has what kept keeping me coming back after all these years, being personally. Hey, and like I said, I'll definitely have plenty of things been wanting to talk about for a while now, then I'll have the ability to do so. And I'll see you all again very soon, so take care, everyone.